This term creative block was something that I never felt like adding into my dictionary. But this pandemic has sort of made me realize that I am actually experiencing what could be like a mix of a brain fog or what usually we term it as creative block. Hello everyone, welcome to the 14th episode of Pepper Spotlight podcast. My name is Pawan Rochwani, and in this episode we're going to talk about some ways of how we can avoid this pandemic brain fog or the pandemic creative block, if you want to call it as. And the very first point about understanding and getting into this is being in isolation, and this sudden change in routine could sidetrack your progress, but that's completely okay. We're going to try and share some ways and habits that you can inculcate in the few days as to how you can recover and go back to your normal progress. Let's get to it. The very first thing that I want to start with is to tell you guys as to how you can find or start a new system. If something that you're doing currently is not working, it's just like a time to change the system of how you follow it or how you pursue about it. And this moment is not to give up. It's really about you have to retrospect and reassess how you're working. And what I mean by change up your system is something as simple as maybe just change the direction of how your desk is set up, or just find a new chair, or just maybe sometimes go out and work in your balcony or in an open corridor. And I think that small little change in system can really help and work out. Or if not, if you're someone who worked in the evenings, try to start early in the morning. And this small change in routine will trigger a fresh outlook towards your work. Also, starting your work in the morning is always helpful. Without spending time on the news or social media, maybe just read a book or have a healthy breakfast and try to finish your work for the day before the fatigue really kicks in. If you cannot focus in the morning, that's okay too. It's completely okay. Some people are not morning people, so it's completely okay. All you need to do is to just switch up your routine. If your workout and your work or all of those things used to happen, let's say in the afternoon, maybe try and start doing it an hour early, or maybe just shuffle up the time and how you work throughout the day and just change up that routine. Try to position these tasks at a different time of the day, basically. And I think this change in system will really bring about some fresh energy and a fresh perspective into your work. The second thing that can really work out for everyone to get over their pandemic creative block is just go out and revisit some of your old work. And trust me, this is one of the best ways to get over creative fatigue or creative block. And it's a tried and tested way that many creators used. This process reassures you of your capabilities, and it also helps to build better self-esteem, which will further drive productivity back to your work. If you're a writer, just go ahead and read your old blogs or Instagram posts or wherever you frequently write. If you're a designer, just screen through all your old creations on Behance or Instagram or any of those things. And I think just give yourself that time to appreciate some work that you have done in the past, and that will bring back the confidence, or it will just reassure you as to like this is just like a phase, and this too shall pass very soon, and you are a creative person, and you will just get that confidence back. So I think revisiting some of your old work is like a very easy and very practical way of getting over this creative fatigue or creative block. The third way to get over your creative block is try not to set the same targets or same approach for your work. Let's take example of a recently injured athlete. If he or she is trying to make their way back to the sport, it's not an overnight comeback. The person would have to work on the form with slow, small, incremental efforts and training. Consider this creative block as a minor injury to your momentum. You cannot expect the same speed with a blink of an eye. You have to re-establish your goals to the situation you are presently in. The longer your to-do list, the more overwhelming the creative block becomes. So just reset your goals to smaller and achievable targets. If you're a freelancer, it's a good idea to reduce your workload a notch. If you work for a company, speak to your bosses about the same. Just try to get some time off, or maybe take like an extra day off entirely over a Friday or Saturday. But pushing yourself against the grain might sound like a heroic moment in an action movie, but it will only cause a creative burnout. The fourth way to get over your creative block, and I think this is something that most of you might have heard already, is to rearrange and declutter. It's one of the pieces of advice many creators take seriously, and this declutter can happen in two ways. One is the physical space, and one is also a digital space, which I think today every creator is present in the digital space for a long time. So make your workspace more welcoming, keep it clean and well arranged. You could also consider moving your workspace to a different room or corner. This process allows for a change in orientation for your mind and body. And next, just clean all the junk that you have on your computer. Remember, we said you should revisit your old work. While you do that, also get rid of some unwanted files and folders in your laptop or in your phone. Change the colors of your laptop interface, change the wallpaper of your phone. And these small changes will help you feel like you are working in a new atmosphere. Because remember, your aim is not to make your workstation worthy of Instagram likes or YouTube desk setup videos. I think that's something that is very attractive, and everyone wants to do that. But they have to be conducive to work and welcoming for you each day. I think that is what is very important. And one last point, which is like a bonus point into this episode, is collaboration really works out well when you are trying to get over a creative block. It's something as similar as how, in college or school, we used to do group study. And sometimes you're trying very hard to learn a concept and, trying to understand a concept, but doing it alone might sound very difficult, or it's not happening. So you go out to a friend and ask for a explanation, or just study with a friend. I think that peer support and that group support and that collaborative approach just helps even in getting over a creative block. Let us know if any of these tips helped you, and if you liked this episode, you can also listen to last week's episode where we were sharing a creative message to the entire community about how they should approach this second wave of pandemic, how they can keep creating even when the whole world is going through a chaos. And if you like any of these episodes, please feel free to DM us on Instagram. The username is @paper_content, and let us know what you like about these episodes. What would you want to hear in the next episodes? If you have any recommendations for topics, or if you want us to invite a guest on the show, please just feel free to DM us about all of these recommendations and suggestions. My name is Pawan Rochwani, and Pepper Spotlight is a weekly podcast show. Every episode releases on Wednesday, 3 p.m. on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and across all audio platforms. So you can find us on any of these platforms. If not, just DM us on Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, website, wherever you want to reach us to. And we'll also mention our email address in the description of this episode, so that you can just drop us any suggestions or recommendations if you have. But more importantly, please take care of yourself. Stay indoors. If you have to step out, double mask yourself, and this too shall pass very soon. Let's just be hopeful and optimistic about that. But yes, take care and stay indoors.